us on the Zoom this morning, but that's good, that's fine. So we're live, we should be live on Facebook there. Let's see if we can get going on Instagram. Go live. Yvonne is joining. Good morning, thanks for joining. Welcome to our Monday morning session to get us set up for the day and indeed set up for the week. Focus, as always on a Monday, is on the breath, but of course, as always, we're always combining that movement with the breath. And we're just going to do a little Qigong flow, focusing on the breath. And then we're going to finish off with a seated triangle breathing practice. So it's a bit like a box, but it hasn't got the bottom bit of the box. So we're breathing in the shape of a triangle. And we're just going to do something a little bit different with the breath hold on that as well. So let's start off in your space, standing, making sure you've got plenty of space around you, side to side, back to back. And take your feet shoulder width apart. And then just a little bit of rotation. Rotation through the spine. Connecting to the ground. Driving here from the hips and the waist. So that upper body can feel really light, lifted, long spine. And we're just tapping across your belly, and we're tapping across your back. So just that back of the hand is just tapping lower back. Great to get blood flow there. Knocking on the door of life, waking everything up. Face is relaxed. So just a softness in the brow, relaxed eyes, softening the eye sockets, relaxed jaw, lips just lightly together, and breath is just normal, just natural in and out through the nose. You don't have to breathe in any particular way, just let the breath be natural. And just when you're ready, just bringing the arm that swings across the front, just bending the elbow and just bringing it into a light fist, and you're just tapping just on those pec muscles, just underneath the collarbone. Just gentle tap. Still driving from the hips and the waist, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing into the shoulder blades. Great for getting the blood flowing, lymphatic drainage. And here you might feel, again, it's down to you, you might feel you want to take a slightly fuller breath. And then just let that breath go. So you may want to take just what we like to call cleansing and clearing breaths. So just that little bit of recalibration, rebalance. But if not, that's fine. Just keep that breath soft in and out through the nose. It's not about over breathing at all. Let's go into the shoulders, so the arm that swings across the top or across the front, cup the hands and you're going into those big shoulder muscles. You have to drive a little bit more now from the hips and the waist. We still don't want to be doing work with our arms. Needs to be the momentum from the hips and the waist. And then back to chest. Back to belly. And then we can slow it down gradually into water waves. And here it's like just doing that slow motion movement. Keep long through the spine, tall through the spine. Bring awareness to the back of the body as well. So I'm just going to whiz round again. So just watch my hand as we come to the back. So it's scooping round the back as well. Round the back. So get that rotation through the shoulders, through the elbow, through the wrists. And then take a rest. You might want to give your legs a little bit of a shake out. We're going to do a little bit of a spine roll now. So we're going to lead with the chin and the chest. So we're coming forwards, hinging at the hips, and then we're just doing a little roll through the spine. So it's a bit like a full body flow, but it's not as big. So just leading chin and chest, roll down till we're really getting that ripple through the spine. I will show you from the side, so you can see from the side, chin and chest, and then rolling up the spine. Keep the knees soft. And go at your own comfortable pace. Create your own rhythm. Again, breathing is just easy. Not breathing in any particular way. Notice I'm not doing any work with my shoulders. I'm not rolling the shoulders at all. The spine is doing the work. All the work is coming from that spine movement. Let's do 2 more. Gently, not forcing, not pushing. And nice, and standing tall. Letting the breath settle. And then a little bit of dog wags the tail. So shifting the hips side to side. And then just again, it's the same thing, but we're getting that spine waving or rippling side to side rather than forwards and back. So hips or pelvis stays parallel to the ground, and then the upper body or the spine moves on top of the pelvis. I'm not doing this, I'm not shifting side to side and keeping the spine the same, and I'm not tilting the hips side to side like this. I'm not shifting so that hip lifts or that hip lifts. Keep the hips parallel and then free up the spine. Gently let that head just roll side to side without moving the head, without moving the shoulders. Again, breathing is just steady, easily in and out through the nose. And if you have that sense of still lifting tall through the spine, getting that space between each vertebra. And then slowing it down, taking a rest. And then let's have a little bit of a shake, using the legs, using the spine, using the wrists. And go at whatever intensity feels right for you right now. So you might just want to do a little bit of gentle shaking. You might want it a little bit more vigorous, where you tap your heels into the ground. And you might want to again do a couple of cleansing and clearing breaths. So that's a full breath in and let go. I'm going to do one more of those. So join in if you want to do one more. Breath in and let go. Remember, that's just helping to rebalance, recalibrate, cleanse and clear. You might want to add a little bit of humming. That humming is going to help to innervate the vagus nerve, which is the main nerve of the parasympathetic nervous system, that putting the brakes on that calming and relaxing. And it's also, when you hum, you create nasal nitric oxide, more nasal nitric oxide, so that helps to better oxygen uptake, because as you breathe that in, it works as a vasodilator, so helps open up the airways, get all of the oxygen exchange going on. So all those benefits. And slow it down. And I always, at the end of that, feel as if you want to take a nice calm breath and let go. And then just balance that out with some very soft, light, easy breathing as your breath rate settles. Feel your heart rate slow a little bit. In and out through the nose, just to help that breath settle. Now let's put together a little flow sequence following the breath. We've activated everything by our movement, got the energy flowing. Now the energy we've created, have in mind that that energy we've created is helping, is guiding the movement, is creating the movement. So open the flow. Here we're breathing in, and then we're breathing out. And all the way through this, we just keep the breath light, soft. And by light, I mean just the volume of breath. We don't need to take big gulps of air. So keep that volume of breath as minimal as possible. It makes us more efficient. Do less. Have that in mind, of doing less. And I'd like you to follow your breath. So if you need to go a little bit quicker than this, that's fine. But I want that breath in as you expand, and I want that breath out as you soften. Now if we go quick, we still keep it smooth. We don't want any jarring. Keep that breath light, slow. It should feel comfortable. We shouldn't feel as if we need more air. If you feel as if we need more air, just take a little break. Breath in as you expand. And breath out as you soften. Remember also it's a full body movement, it's not just an arm movement, so you'll feel that little bit of weight shift. See if you can feel the weight shift a little bit towards the heels as you breathe in, a little bit towards the ball of the foot as you breathe out. We're going to lengthen the breath a little bit now, so stay with it. See if you can stay with the next movement. So we breathe in. When we get to here, we pull back. And then we breathe out. As we push forwards, we breathe in. As we pull back. And then we breathe out. As we come back down. And then we just repeat that. So breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Find your rhythm now. Don't worry about what I'm doing or what anybody else is doing on the screen. Just see if you can stay with that rhythm. Remember, it's continuous movement. Flow is continuous. There's no start or stop. Follow one more of these flows. And then the next one, Breathing in, and we're going to soaring crane. And breathing out. Breathing in as we expand. Rotating shoulders, connecting thumb and forefinger, breathing out. Whole body expanding as we're breathing in with that light, soft, effortless breathing. Quiet breathing. Two more soaring crane, just slightly lowering the arms, keeping that softness in the elbows, not overreaching. And then pulling down the heavens, breathing in, breathing out. And just moving into bamboo in the wind. So interlocking your thumbs, resting there just below the belly button. Bringing your feet together. Shutting your eyes. And going with that gentle rock and sway of the body. Picturing the bamboo in the wind. Strength and softness and flexibility. Helps it thrive, grow, and become resilient. Now taking a calm, full breath in through the nose. Opening your eyes, letting that breath go as you step out. Brushing yourself down. And then just taking your time, just for the last 5 minutes, come back to seated position. So that could be on the floor, could be on a chair, but somewhere where you're comfortable seated for the next few minutes. And I'd like to practice, I've been playing around with this triangle breath, and it's quite a nice one. It's a bit different. It's always nice just to do stuff that's a bit different. So we're going to breathe in, I'll count to 5. At the top, we're going to hold the breath. When we hold the breath, we're going to pinch the nose, and we're just going to tilt the head forwards. And by tilting the head forwards, I want you to, oops, sorry, I just got the microphone stuck. I want you to think of lengthening, and I'll do it without holding my nose, lengthening the back of the neck. So lengthening that neck, and it gives a nice little, almost like a little gentle pull. Idea is that you're just again innervating that vagus nerve, because it starts in the cranium there. So it's just giving that little lengthening of the neck, the vagus nerve. Remember, that nerve is the nerve that runs through the vagabond, i.e. it runs through the whole body, it runs through the chest, it runs through the organs, the diaphragm, and that's the nerve that helps to send the signal of safety, of calm and safety back to the brain. So it helps us put us into that parasympathetic. So we'll do 5 counts in, 5 counts hold, 5 counts out, and then we'll do the same. So we don't do any pausing at the bottom. It's still a flow, so it's not hold and stop the breath, start the breath, stop the breath. It's still that little pause at the top of the breath. If you are pregnant, avoid any of these holds. So just do gentle breath in, you can do a little pause, gentle breath out. If it doesn't feel comfortable, don't do it, because it should be calming and relaxing, but you should be fine doing this. If you start to feel lightheaded, obviously just stop. So when you're ready, get yourself nice and supported on the surface that you're sitting. We are tall through the spine. Just start off just by tuning in with the breath naturally. Just noticing how you're breathing naturally in and out through the nose. Soft, light, easy breathing. Relax into the face, so relax the brow. Soften the brow, soften into the eye sockets. Soften into cheekbones and jaw. And we'll just take a breath out, so breathing out. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let go and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. And out. 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do one more. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then just let your breath settle back to its comfortable rhythmical pattern. And then have a little stretch, have a little twist. How did that feel? Hopefully it feels good. Should feel quite fun, quite relaxing. I like this idea of just lengthening the back of the neck. It's almost like flossing. Nerve flossing is a good way of thinking about it. I know if you get like that sciatic nerve trapped a little bit, it's quite nice to do some nerve flossing with the lower back and the legs. So this is what I'm thinking there. You're just giving that gentle movement through the spine and lengthening the back of the neck. If that's a little bit challenging, you can do 4. So you could do in, 2, 3, 4. And I was a little bit slower than 5 seconds there. So have a little play around with that. It's another one we can add to our breathwork toolbox. Thank you for joining today. Really appreciate it. Hope you got some benefit from the session. If you are watching on social media, I won't be around on Wednesday. I'm heading off now to Shrewsbury for a retreat, so I'm back on Thursday. If you're watching on Zoom with the premium members, then Alice will be taking the class again on Wednesday, and she'll start at 8:15 as usual there. And then I'll see you all again same time next week. So have a great week and thanks for joining. Take care. Thank you. Bye. See ya.